Hi everyone. Okay. I think I'm live. I'm just going to wait for a few people to arrive. If you can hear me, if you want to comment below, that would be fantastic. Just so I know you're here. Can you hear me all right? Hi Sam. Hi Julie. Oh, you've all appeared all of a sudden really quickly. So. Oh. Right. Hi everybody. Can you all hear me okay? Sorry, I'm doing a bit of looking that way. You can hear me. That's good news then. That's good news. Yes. Oh, let me say hello to a few of you. Okie dokie. Now, before I do anything though, I will say don't forget I'm over on YouTube as well. So I don't know where you're watching. I'll try. Oh, I'm going to see if I can load up YouTube in a minute and see if I can see the comments in both places because this is a bit new to me. But I'm gonna learn this and I'm going to be able to multitask, or I'm going to try to anyway. Oh, bits of demo here. Hang on. My desk is real messy tonight as well. I've got myself in the right pickle because I've got loads to show you and my desk is so small and it's driving me mad. Okay, let me log into YouTube. YouTube. Okay, I should have done this before and I'm rubbish and I didn't. So let's go to my channel. Make sure I've muted it. Let me see. Oh, I'm live. No, I can hear myself. Let me just turn myself down. Don't want to hear myself, do I? Right. Now. Oh, I'm loving this. I got really excited last time as well, didn't I? Excellent. So I'm just on YouTube in a minute. So it's hi, Sandy. Hi, Sue. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Shelley from Michigan. Hello. Hi, Julia. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Deborah. Brilliant. Couldn't find you on Facebook, but I got you here, and yes, we can hear you. Brilliant. Hi, another Valerie. Fantastic. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Annette. Hi, Heather. Oh my goodness. I'm on your big TV. Look, you can tell I need to get my hair done and everything, can't you? You can see it in high definition on your telly, probably, can't you? Which is not good. Not good. So let me close that down. Let me go back to the other app and say hello to everybody else. Brilliant. Let's start at the beginning. Hi, Sam. Hi, Julie. Hi. Oh, and now how do I pronounce that? Guilia. Julia? Is that Julia? I'm really sorry if I've got that wrong. Hi Jan, hi Jean, hi Dawn, Catherine, Sue, Karen, Lisa, Pat, Nikki. I'm just calling out names now, aren't I? So good evening, Christine, hiya. Good evening, everybody. So how are we all this evening? Hi Ben. Oh, how are you? Thank you for my lovely things today. That's all right, Katie. That's absolutely no problem. It's not really me, it's Danny, so I will pass on your thanks. Carol, have I recovered? No, I haven't recovered. It's just getting worse. Because Danny's grumpy. Because he's got loads of boxes to make. And I kept telling him it was going to be busy, but he didn't realise it was going to be that busy. But it's a good problem to have, isn't it? I keep telling him anyway. Hi Deborah from YouTube. Oh, I think I'm seeing both comments now, YouTube and Facebook on one stream, which is really fantastic. Hi Kathy. Oh, the times are still messing with you in the States, are they? I think it's going to mess with you even more this weekend because our clocks go forward an hour, so we get longer days and longer evenings. So I think it's going to put it back to what it was for you, because you went forward, I think, and now we're going to go forward a bit later. So hopefully it's now 5 hours for you, or it will be from tomorrow night, just to confuse you even more. Let's have a look. Plenty of you here. Right, okay. So let's start. Can't get through all the comments. I will eventually, I promise you, I will get there, but I can't answer everybody at the moment. Glad I've got my glasses. Thank you, Beverly. So who managed to see the shows on Create and Craft? I hope some of you did. Well, I think quite a lot of you did, to be fair. It was really, really good. It was great fun as well. I had that epic time, I have to say. It was such and I hadn't worked with Adam before. I hadn't worked with Catherine in that capacity. I used to work with Catherine at Creative Expressions, but I hadn't worked with her before. I hadn't worked with Paola. So it was a whole new thing to me. And Janice, you know, I've known Janice forever. So that was fine, but yeah, it was lovely working with so many different people as well. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Okay, right. Let's start with a little bit of housekeeping as normal. Live. So we need sharing if you can for me. I don't know how you share from YouTube. That has eluded me completely because I'm only really learning how to stream from YouTube last week. If you can like and share to be in chance of winning the giveaway for this week. I will be announcing last week's, but I couldn't do it because I was away and I've forgotten the lady's name. So if Dawn or Miriam are here, could you text me the lady's name again? You did tell me and I've forgotten, which is a bit rubbish of me. And that person will be winning the satin cardstock pack that we had on the show that sold out quickly. So yeah, if you like and share, and wherever you may be, whether you're Facebook or YouTube, if you can pop in the comments, liked, shared or something, just so I know that you've done it, and then that way it's easy for me to go down the list and go, oh yeah, pick that person, they've not won a prize before, or they have, or whatever, so we can do it easily. And I think I've just got a message come through. I have. Right, thank you, Dawn. I did know this, but I forgot. So I really hope she's here tonight. And the winner is Helen Jeffrey. So if you could message Miriam or Dawn for me with your details, we will make sure we get your prize sent out to you, which is your cardstock. It is lovely. You're going to love it. So that's that. Erin Stewart, welcome from Winnipeg, my good friend. I've missed your face. I want you to come back to England and come and have some fun with me. She's lovely, Erin. She's Canadian, but sorry, I'm talking about you, Erin, now. She's Canadian. She moved over to the UK. We became really good friends. And then she left me, met a man and left me. I went back to Winnipeg. Don't blame her, though. Don't blame her. And she's got a gorgeous dog too, Scooter. He's lovely. So hello, Erin. Right, okay. So yeah, once we've done all that, we again will be doing another giveaway tonight. And again, I might tell you. I don't know yet. No, I'm not telling you what you're going to win. It's going to be a surprise. I've got an idea, but I want to put a little pack together this week for you. And it might even be something that's very, very new or something that's coming up in a couple of weeks. Okay, so let me just go back to chat and see if anybody need to talk to me about anything. Anybody got any comments? Anything I need to tell you? And then what we can do is get into some demo. Oh, hi, Carol. Carol's local. She's pretty much my neighbour. And Butterfly Stencils arrived today. Fabulous. Oh, I'm glad they've all arrived. I'm glad things are starting to come out. It's taken a little while because obviously Danny, if it was a normal show, when I say normal show, if it was dies and stamps, he'd just be popping things in envelopes, sealing them down really quick. But obviously we've had the Ultimate, we've had satin cardstock, we had holographic cardstock and glitter cardstock. So we used to make boxes. And for every box he makes, he could pack 3 envelopes. So it's a longer time to get the packages together for you, but they are coming out, which is really good. Will the satin cardstock be coming into the shop? Yes, it will, definitely. 2 weeks as normal, but it will most definitely. Helen Jeffrey, that is you. Yes, definitely. You've won. Congratulations. So don't forget to message Miriam or Dawn. Hi, Christina. liked and shared in the USA. Fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will talk to you about the USA. Is that new cardstock coming to the USA? It will be, Kathy, but it hasn't been offered to them yet because we have to sell it in the UK first because of our contract. But yes, it will be offered to scrapbook.com and also to Ecstasy Crafts. First time watching you. Hi, Sandy. Welcome. Can I confirm the next show date on Create Craft? Mary, yes, you are an angel. Next show date is the 7th and 8th of April. Now, you know, if you saw the shows, what happened? You bought everything and there was two options. There was an option for me to go home and start packing, or there was an option for me to stay and bring you an additional show. So I kind of didn't want to do it, but I did want to do it because it kind of fell in with the theme of what we were doing. So we actually moved the 7th of April show forward and we had it the following morning. So we had something, so they could keep me there for another, I think I had another 3 or 4 shows that day. So it gives a chance to do more demos and for me to stay around, which is what I wanted to do anyway. But it means that the 7th and 8th of April has had to change. Now, I know that it was a very expensive couple of days for you, and I am so grateful that so many of you were able to shop. I don't normally do bundles that big, and I was very nervous about doing it because I know we all work to a budget, and I know everybody cannot afford everything, and I know something sold out quickly. I had no idea it was going to go so fast. But what I've decided to do is the 7th and 8th of April, it is new product, but it's not a lot of new product, and it's a small bundle and it's individuals. It's going to be really, it's going to be kind of foundation products. It's going to be stuff that you're going to use, but it's also going to be stuff that's going to work with some stuff coming up. So I've kept it to 3 dies, basically. 3 dies is what the main bundle is, and that is all I'm telling you at the moment because we'll do that next week. But yes, thank you. And I'm very aware that it was expensive, so I'm trying to make sure that it isn't next time, okay? Because I can't afford everything. There's so many things I'd like and I just can't afford it. So I know it must be the same for everybody else. So apologies that it was a big bundle, but hopefully what you've got you're enjoying, or you're looking forward to enjoying when it comes. Hi, Loretta. I just missed a comment then. How's Danny's mum? Danny is there now, actually. She came home on Wednesday. I think she's got somebody popping in to see her, and Danny's sister just arrived from Devon for a week to look after us. So it's giving Danny, in the nicest possible way, it's giving Danny a little bit of a breather so he can crack on with work while his sister's there, and then he can pick up when his sister goes back. He's actually around there now spending a bit of time with them, so I can do my live nice and quietly. So thank you for asking, everybody. Thank you. Will the die for the stencils be coming out for your April show? Right, okay, Con, that's a really good question. It should be. I've been informed that it should be with me 7th or 8th of April. Now, I've got the new washi tape arriving as well, so it's all coming together. Because I've already got most of the washi tape, but there was some extras. I upped the stock levels for a show later in the month, so it's kind of been held back a few days because I asked for some extra bits to be put in, or some increased stock to be put in. So it could be a few days after, but to be honest with you, it's on its way, literally in the air. So it shouldn't be long. It really shouldn't be long. If it's not for the 7th and 8th of April, it will be for the weekend that I've got at the end of the month, without a shadow of a doubt. Can you tell us where the die for the binder? Yeah, that was another one, so I've picked that up as well. Okay, Wiley, layering pansies. The layering pansies, do you work light, medium, and dark like your new stencils? Yeah, as a rule of thumb, I would say dies, stencils, stamps, anything like that, start light and build up, because if you start dark, No, actually, I think it's saying that the pansies with dye, I might have to test it out, but I have a feeling you start dark because you have a dark base layer and then you have the highlights over the top. I'll get one of the DT girls, if anyone's on here, if they've got it, if they could test it out for me. But I think it might be dark for dyes, but stencils start light. Will the congratulations come back into stock? Yeah, I'll demo with that tonight. Yes, it will. I'm going to try and take it back on the 7th of April, actually. My mum bought me the Ultimate. Oh, what a lovely mum. Oh, thank you. And thank you, those of you who have been so lovely. And because I think the nominations for the craft awards have come out, and so many of you said you've nominated me. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. Tried to watch on TV, but it won't load. Scrapbook.com. Right. Okay. What I will do is I will come back. I bought 4 bottles of your glue, which is the best. Where is the best place to store it without it going hard? I'll keep it in a cupboard. I wouldn't put it in the direct sunlight, and I would not put it anywhere too cold. So just store it like you would store any of your other glue, but just try and keep it out of, because what you don't want is in the heat, if the light's shining on it, it will get condensation inside. There'll be more water content, so it'll go runnier and it won't be as sticky. So let's have a look. Did you all still get emails to say our goodies are on their way from Crate and Craft? What do you mean by that? Because what happens, Karen, is we just get batches of emails, batches of orders come through. So we pack what orders come through. Will just let us know when your first big set comes back in 14 days, Tony. Individuals is a glitch. Yeah, everything should be available in 14 days. Where's the gorgeous fur baby Pro? I can turn this around. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see, but I point. See that cushion just there? She's a big lump in front of that cushion, but she blends in with the furniture, so you can't see her very well. But she's here. Will you have stock at the shop? Yeah, I think everyone's asking the same question, but I will go back and answer anything I miss. I do try to. Sometimes I do miss things, so being human, I'm very sorry when I do miss it, but I'm sure you will let me know if I miss anything. Okay, Glenys padded quilt is in with the dyes and the washi, or the extra washi, and some other bits and pieces. So yes, that is on its way, and we've got a lot of those coming. Let me keep going. Will I be doing a stencil for the sunflower? Finished today, packaging done today, and I reckon they could be end of May, maybe a little bit earlier, but end of May, I think. We used to get dispatch emails, but we aren't being sent now. Right, okay. I'm going to have a drink, and I'm going to try and explain something. Hi, Karen. I'll go have a quick drink. Sorry for my big bottle. Okay. So I've been trying to, because I know there's been a few issues with the USA, and I know some people thought I was being evasive, dishonest, and not kind of sticking to, giving you guys the same service as I give the UK. I just want to clarify that that's not the case at all. So many of you are so lovely and so kind, but I know there was a few people that were very unhappy. But I need to really clarify this before we get into demo, that I am like a third party. So basically, you could walk into a supermarket and say, hey, I've got these baked beans I want to sell you. And the supermarket go, yeah, okay, we'll stock your baked beans. Okay, so John Smith's baked beans appear on the shelf. Now, if there's a problem with somebody doing their shopping online and their baked beans don't turn up, you don't contact John Smith, you contact the supermarket where you got them from. because John Smith won't have a clue what's happening with the supermarket, and that's how it works. So I offer my product to Create and Craft, although I dispatch it, and I say, this is what I'm going to offer you, and they say, yeah, that's great. They take the order, you pay them, nothing to do with me, you pay them, and then they send me an email with your address, and I send it out. So that is the limit of what I do with Create and Craft. Now, people say to me, is there going to be flexi on this? Is there going to be, I don't know, pane 3? Is there going to be, like a couple of you have asked, do we get about dispatch notes and that? I promise you, I don't know. I think a lot of things have changed with the system. And from what I can gather is that we used to, when we was at the old Create and Craft, we used something called a portal. And we'd log into our portal every morning and it would say, here are your orders, boom, 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 boom. And you'd have a list of orders, and then we'd print them off, pack them and post them. Now, the new Create and Craft works slightly differently, and that they download your orders twice a day. So I think it's 12 in the morning, 12 at night and 12 at lunchtime. And then orders get downloaded in batches and we pack them. I don't know. I mean, the old system, when Danny had finished packing a big batch, there was a button for him to press and it would say, Hermes is collected, or whoever is collected for Create and Craft USA. We press the button and then it would automatically send out an email. That was on the old system, but we didn't even know it did that, to be honest. We thought Create and Craft did that, but by us saying it's left the building and clicking the button, it generated an email for you all. Now, we don't know, but we don't think that happens on the new system. I can try and find out. I can't promise you. So I don't actually know, once we've dispatched it and we press the button dispatch, what you get. So it gets very confusing when people ask us, because we don't know, which is really frustrating. I'd love to be able to, I would so love to be able to tell you more, all of you, UK and USA. I don't know. I really don't know. So I think any inquiries really do need to go to Create and Craft, because I feel like a bit of a fraud that I can't answer your questions. I think you might think I'm avoiding you, some of you, but I genuinely am not, I promise you. So that's just a bit about how it works in the background. And it's also changed even more now for us, because we also dispatch via Royal Mail. So that's done in a different way as well. So we have Royal Mail, we have Hermes, DPD. I don't know, I think there might have been another one, I can't remember. So it's all different buttons that Danny has to press, and I don't know if it sends you emails or if it doesn't, but I can see if I can find out. But I do think Create and Craft might be the better people to help you with that. So I hope that clarifies. Now, I do know there was a blip. I do know there was a glitch. I found out yesterday, or when I put a post on, that there was a glitch and product hadn't been, they call it pushed through to the USA. So I think it's another checkbox that needs to be ticked that wasn't ticked. I don't get involved in that. I have no idea how that works at all. All I know is that I asked, does my stuff get dispatched to America? Yes, it does. So from my point of view, I think it's going, and it obviously wasn't. I spoke to them yesterday and I was like, oh, really? So they've said there are huge apologies, but they have assured me that going forward, this will not happen again. That's all I can say. That's what I've been told, and I'm passing that on to you because that is the information I've got. That is all the information I've got, but hopefully 7th and 8th of April, USA or international should be loaded the same time as the UK. So let's move on. Let us move on to better things and talk about crafting. Okay. Lovely. So could you, oh, I missed one. I saw my name and I went forward. That's a good idea, Paul. Could I order something myself and see what happens? That is a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could try that and see if I get one. But either way, it doesn't help me tell you how you do get an email. I think, again, it's back to Crankcraft, unfortunately. Okay. We're in the UK, USA, and only can see a few products. Oh, it's so frustrating, and that I can't help any more than this. I really don't know what to say. All I know is, for the next show, I've been assured whatever is on that show will be offered to you guys as well. So I think now we need to get into demo, because we've got loads to do tonight, and I think we're going to look at a couple of things. All right, so we're going to go back a little bit older, but we're going to come back to what we did in the last couple of days. Now, you know, we've been talking about the binder, haven't we? So it was about our lovely binder, and when I was on air, I had all my stencils in there, and I was thinking, how do I separate these? So I did like a little in my head last night. Well, it woke me up bizarrely. I don't even know why it woke me up, but I thought, light bulb moment. So any of you got this die? Have any of you bought this? Because it's going to solve your problems. It's going to solve your problems, or my problems anyway. So inside the die, inside the set, you get loads of stuff. All right. So you're going to get, basically, you can create your own swatch book. So you get a base, and you get a like your pages, and you get stamps and all other bits. I'll show you quickly what you get in there. So you get a set of stamps as well. So that creates all your little elements, all your colours and what have you. So you can like start doing your swatches. Hi, Linda. And then you get these two, okay. But you also get the dies. Mine are all separated, but you get the dies that cut all these elements out as well. But you also get this die, this little fella here. Now, this little fella, what I really like, is going to cut you this. Now, it looks very bizarre. Let me see if let's tilt it like that. So all you're going to do is you're going to bend it in half. Now, that becomes a tab. So if you look at the packaging now, you'll see down, let me put that down for a minute. You'll see here, there's your little tabs on your page, yeah? So what you can now do, if you want, I printed one, not printed one off, I cut one out. Well, I cut a couple out because you couldn't see very well in the black. So this is your base. And you'll see there, it has a score line as well if you're going to make a book. Now this you can pop into your binder. You have to put your holes in it, but there is a little little die in there. You can do cut holes, but then you can pop your little Ujima flips down the side and separate them all out. So I thought that is a really good way if you want to put your stuff in your binder and separate them. It's a really good idea. What I did do, I haven't got loads of them, but what I did have, I popped onto the website and I've knocked it down to half price. Okay, or it should be half price. So if you're interested, because I did it because you probably haven't got any money because you spent all your money, but it was just something I thought, and if I can offer it to you at a good price, it's there just in case. Okay, so that's that. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move on to doing a couple of demos. Now, I'm going to shift this way a little bit, and I'm going to turn you to the overhead. My desk is a bit of a mess, but we'll rummage through it and we'll work our way through what's on here, and then we can have a good look, and I will show you. We're going to do a couple of demos, actually, a couple of different things with old and new products. So let's switch you over. So look at my grubby little desk. It's looking a right mess here. Now, hopefully it's bright enough for you. It should be. I'm going to just move my mouse over there and let us move all these bits. So what are we doing tonight? I've got stuff. I've got a lot of stuff here. And let us start with... Now we're going to move. We're going to use these tonight. Right, here you go. Here's a question. Do you want me to demo the rose, or do you want me to demo the peony? Pink or red, basically. Pink or red, what do you want? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm going to use another couple of older dies as well that you've probably got in your system. Let me see. I'm going to hop to YouTube, see if I can see here. To wait to see if I can get some comments. Best way of cleaning stencils. What's the best way of cleaning stencils? I'll answer that while I'm waiting. Warm soapy water. Red. Oh, but right now. I'm going to see what the first one I saw was. Pink. Let's go pink. It's going to go pink. We'll do red next time. Pink. We might do it in a different colour to pink though, because I don't know how well it will show up, but we'll soon find out. So I'm going to shuffle myself in. Now all these bits here, let me move you over just a little bit. So hopefully you can all see well enough. I'm sure you can. Okay. So hello to people who've joined on YouTube and people I haven't seen before. It's been a bit of a learning curve, but we're finally getting there. We're finally broadcasting on different platforms, and we need to get those subscribers up. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so, because there's going to be a lot more content going on to YouTube. We're going to try and build up our followers and get lots more videos on there for all the products in our range eventually. So I hope that's bright enough for you there. Let's bring that one down. Let's see what else we've got here. No, we don't need those now. I'm trying to get myself organized. Right, and we're going to bring in, I'm doing a bit of a tease, and I know I'm naughty, but you can't let me you can't see that. Let me see if I can turn my lights up, because it might. I turned them down because it was nice and bright in here, but let's turn these lights up. I've got, see if that helps. Oh, I don't think that makes it even darker. Let me see if that. Oh, not doing very well on my hair. Hang on. Let's see if we can get that a bit brighter. No, that's not actually helping. Let's leave it like that for now. But what I'm trying to say is this is a beautiful texture cardstock, but you can't see it from that angle. Now, what I thought about is I did a demo the other night, and I used I used a stencil, but I didn't use a layering stencil, and I did it on texture card, and I really liked it. So I thought tonight we would just use, and I don't want to stencil you out, but I just thought it'd be quite nice to, instead of having to do lots of die cutting, lots of stuff, that we get the stencils out. But I will tell you what's in the set, and obviously it's not available at the moment, but this is for those of you who bought it. It will be going back on the 7th and 8th of April anyway, so if you missed out and you did want it, it's definitely worth a watch, and it will be with me in a couple of weeks too. So I'm trying to do it so you kind of can't spend, so you can save your money and, you know, have extra baked beans next week. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open these stencils. We're going to do a couple of things. I might die cut, I might not, I don't know yet. I'm going to have to think about it. But what I didn't tell you when I was on these, you get your little booklet as well. So your little booklet is going to show you when you open it. So it's going to give you an idea of colour and what you can do and how you can layer things up, okay? And it just tells you what layers are what, really. So really easy, really easy. And then you get your stamps as well. So these are really hefty, well, not hefty, they're big stamps. They're really cool stamps. That's the back of my hand, or palm of my hand. So they're a lovely size. But remember, you can use all the little ones as well. But I adore these sentiments. So I lift these up, and they're a good size as well. So you've got, this is a hug in an envelope, best. So it's you're the best, or best wishes, hugs and kisses, smile, fabulous friend, take care, and with sympathy. So sometimes we do need these cards, unfortunately, but I thought I'd best put something like that in there because, you know, we do have to do this sometimes, don't we? Although it's horrible. So using our Ultimate, we are going to pop our card down and we're going to look at our stencils. So any of you who are new tonight, I just want to go through something with you. You get 4 stencils in a set. Now, I'm going to try my best to do this. I'm not as good as Adam was doing this. So I've put a piece of black card underneath. Let me see if I can come up. And if you look, can you see where that light is shining? You see a number 2? And you can see, let me put my finger there. See where that is? Number 2. And we come, so I can't get the number 3. Yeah, number 3 where that light is there. And number 4. So that gives you your order of the stencils. All right. So when you pop your stencils down, you are going to put your piece of card in roughly where you want it. Now we're going to cut this out afterwards anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. We're going to pop it over our pegs and you'll feel them almost like settle down into the groove. All right. Now I'm ever so sorry it's white on white because it makes it a little bit more difficult to see. But once we get some ink on, I think you'll really like it. Now I am going to mix it up tonight. Now we used on our blueprint sketch squeezed lemonade, picked raspberry and mowed lawn. What I thought tonight is we're going to mix the pink and the blues because that is going to create some purples for us, which is what I really like. So let's bring in our brush, and remember, hopefully you can see here. Let me get a piece of black card. I'll pop that under there a second. We do that. You can see there are areas. There you go. Look at that. That's the entire stencil. We need to do this one. We don't need this bit yet. We'll do that afterwards because that needs to be green, but we'll come back to that. So we're going to come in first of all with our picked raspberry, quite light. So we're going to make some beautiful colours here. But what I was going to say to you is, because we've got our silicone mat underneath, we can kind of put our card wherever we want. So I'm thinking, because it's going to be facing up, I want my card butted all the way to this edge, but I want it to come down a bit. Hopefully you can see that there. So it's almost going to sit 2/3 of the way down. So now this is where I can bring in my magnets and hold that down. So let's now do some inking, and you'll see, oh, do you know what, on texture card, this is phenomenal. And I know it's going to be really hard for you to see it, but if you've got texture card at home, we have got texture card coming, and it is for when we do the washi and the weekender. So you'll be able to pick that up then at the end of the month at page 8 if you like the idea of texture card. So now we've popped on some gorgeous pink, and now we are going to use our blending brushes. I'm just going to grab that one, or piece of card. They're going to grab that one, our stencil brushes, and I'm just going to double check on the website because let me have a look. Stencil. Look, see if the stencil brushes. I might have to ask Deborah. Let's have a very quick look. Just want to make sure we've got some in stock because we should have type brushes. Might help. Yes, we have got some in stock. So if you was after the stencil brushes, they are available. But what we're going to do now is we're going to come in with our stencil brush. Now this has got green all over it. I'm really not that fussed. I'm going to bring in a piece of white card. I'm going to wipe off any green I had, which isn't actually a lot at all. And we're going to come back in with that pink, and we're going to come off the edge, and we're going to just give it almost like a little shadow around the edge. So treat these almost like like a blending sponge, and don't worry about how rough you are with them. They are beautiful. They are very, very easy to work with. And we're going to come in at the bottom here, and we're going to just have a little bit more colour there. When I lift this off, you'll see it actually is going to look quite dark, darker than you think. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the green, because the green is going to sit just there, but we can use our brush very, very easily. But to create the green, we're going to use yellow and blue. So it gives us a different kind of green. So let's come in with our squeezed lemonade, and we're just going to hit that squeezed lemonade all over here. Now, what is lovely is because you've got the small brushes, you can get into all of those little areas and you haven't got to worry about the overlap. Although I don't mind that overlap sometimes. I don't know about you, it kind of, when it blends into the other colour, it makes it almost a little bit more natural. So very strange to have yellow and pink there, isn't it? Very strange. Now, when I lift that off, let's see. You can see that now quite clearly, can't you? That's really, really nice. So that's stencil 1. Let's bring in stencil number 2. Let me show you. Yeah, that's number 2. That's going to go straight over our pegs. Now we want to change that yellow into a little bit more of a green. So if we bring in our blue, we'll use a different brush for this, tiny little brush we've got here. No, that's not blue, that's pink. Let's bring in our brush and we can pop some of the blue. I'm going to take a little bit off because it's quite a heavy blue. And what we can do is we can pick up from here actually. And if I pop this down here, this is going to give us like a vintage looking green. Okay, pick up a bit of that there, just like so, and it won't look blue when we lift this off. It'll look quite cool. So then we're going to bring back in the pink to come into some of these heavier areas. I was going to try and get 2 demos done, wasn't I? I'll see how I go. And then we're going to go in darker with these stencil brushes because I can pick up those areas that I want to. But what we can do is you don't just have, now you've got the brushes, you don't just have to do one colour. So if I wanted to bring in a little bit of orange or a little bit of yellow to turn the pink a little bit orangey, I can do that. Or I can use the blue to turn some of it purple. But what we'll do is we'll do that as we get closer to the final layer. So just like so, and again, can you see what I'm doing? You can literally get into all those little areas. And what it won't do is, if you use a sponge, you'll find that it gets caught under all the stencil pieces. But here, it won't. Okay. When I lift that one up, hope you can see that starting to build. I know the light is very dark tonight, isn't it? But it's better than normal, to be fair. So that's number 2. Then we'll bring in number 3. See what I mean? That doesn't look blue. That looks like a dark green. Oh, I'm on the wrong peg. It's because the card's in a different position. Pop them back down in their spots. Now let's go back in with that pink. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come back in with pink and we'll go a little bit darker in all those areas. Just grab that, and I can see it's darker because I can see areas I'm going through and almost covering over, if you like, just up here like so. We're not going to cut this out either. We're going to turn this into a card base in a minute. I've got to find my paper trimmer, but I think I've got We Are Memory Keepers one down there if I can't find what I've done with it. Now, what I like now is I can now go in with a little bit of that yellow and green, but I might actually pick the green up now, so we'll have 2 different tones of green. So let's bring in the mowed lawn and go into those gaps and give it, so now it gives us 2 different tones of green. Okay, I can lift that up, see if I like it. Yes, I'm liking that. So already, just again with a few colours, we've created something really cool. So finally, let's go in with that last one. And we are going to go back in with the yellow because we've got different colours here. So I want another different tone. Oh, which brush did I use? Oh, I found another brush anyway. Another little one. So we go back in with a little bit of yellow. And what that would do is already all the green that's there, that would change the colour of that. And then I might add a little bit of blue. So I'm going to change the brush because we don't want 2 completely different tones on one brush, but I'll bring that stencil back in and I'll nick some of that blue there because that's all I need. And I probably don't even need that much. Pop that on there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with pink just for these last bits, but then we're going to go in with blue. So let us take the lids off both. Make sure I get into the right one first of all. Go in for your pink. With that pink, and then what we're going to do in a minute, we're going to go back in with stencil number 1. Okay, stencil number 1 is really important to start creating our shading. You don't have to do this, but I'm just trying to show you different ways of being creative with your stencils. So I'm just going to go back to that again. I've still got a little bit of blue there, loads of it on there, and because the pink is on here, if we take our brush to a 45-degree angle and we just pull in. So it just gives a hint of colour. Now, I'm going to take a bit more blue, pull in. Don't worry about hitting everything, just some of it. Okay, because what it's going to do is going to make that pink a gorgeous purple, but not too heavy, you see. And it's going to have the same colour tone because you've used the same pink. So I've just seen a little green bit there that it's asking me to fill in. So we'll fill that in as well. Quite happy with that. And now when I lift that up, can you see it's created some dimension? I want to lift it up, but I can't. But I'll lift it up at the end and show you, right at the very end. So now we're going to go back with that number 1. So if you think now, I've used one pink, I've used blue, and I've used yellow. I mean, the green, I used just, you didn't really need to use the green, but predominantly I've used pink, blue, and yellow. Now, I've still got some of the blue on here, so we're going to pick up that blue, and we're just going to do that thing I did before, and we're going to pull in. We're going to pull in around that edge. I'm actually going to take as much off as I can, pull in. So what's going to happen, because this is the base layer, I could potentially, you know, end up covering everything, but because I'm just coming in around the edges, I won't lose all the other elements. And this will give us a beautiful shade, almost like a drop shadow, almost. Yeah, that's that. And actually you could, if you wanted to, you could do it. You could do it to your leaves as well. Blue and grey are great for this kind of thing. So just if you haven't got a blue or grey in your stash, definitely worth it. So let's put the stencils to one side. Oh, we've done all the hard work now. And how easy was that? And that's the platform that makes this easy. It really is. So, and I'm sorry if there's comments I haven't answered. I will go and have a look after. So now look at that. So I'm going to bring that closer for you so you can have a look at it. But let me put all my bits away so I don't get myself into a muddle. And we can move on to the next bit because I've got a few more bits I need to get through with you yet. Are you all okay for time? I will have a look at that. Have you got about 20 minutes, guys? If you've got 20 minutes, I can carry on. I'm just going to see if I can look down the comments. If you say you have, I'll carry on and do what I would plan to do. Yes, yeah, brilliant. Okay. If you get fed up with me, just tell me and I'll go away. So move our bits out the way. And I think if you're on a big TV, you'll see this better. But let me, if I can hold it that way for you, I will try to see, because I don't want it to blur for you. So I might even, let me switch you round. I'm on the other camera. Yeah, I've got a different light in here. So here, look at that. How pretty is that? Now, all we've done is you'd think I'd put a purple on there, wouldn't you? But it's just that blue. It is really, really gorgeous. So let me flick you back again, okay? Because that is really pretty, isn't it? Really, really pretty. Just flick your back. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a card. And I'm really funny with my cards. I don't like big cards. Although these images are quite big, you're going to think I'm really strange. I genuinely don't normally like a big card. So let's see. I did make some card blanks here. I want to see which is the largest one. Let me see. Yeah, that's the one I like. So it's going to take up the full card pretty much. And I've done a black card base. Okay. Now let's move some bits out of the way because I need to come back to the Ultimate in a second. Oh, where's my big... I've got my big trimmer here. I didn't really want my big trimmer, to be fair, but it's what we've got to hand and what we'll have to go with. I'm not good with these kind of trimmers. I do like my guillotine, I have to say. Because I end up cutting off the wrong pieces. And then I caused myself all sorts of nightmares. So let's trim that down as well. I'm definitely a guillotine girl. I tried to do my own guillotine, but the problem is it's the blades. I can't get one. So let's see how much more I need to trim off, because I like that already. It's a really nice size. Now I think this is too wide still. Yeah, it's still too wide, but it's okay. It's okay. So let's trim that down a little bit. And again, I don't get precious about trimming cards. Please don't stress about things like this. Just do it by eye. And if your eye thinks it's okay, other eyes will as well. And look at that already. Can you see that on the... You can, can't you? So let's go around here. And I can see I need to go about there, I'd say. If I marked it. No, I'll split my nail instead. That's okay. Let me bring it down here. I'm going to go out of shot for a second, but it will just makes my life a bit easier down here. Let's bring that back up and let's see. So this is great if you like your smaller cards as well. Now look at that. See, I'm not very straight with it's not particularly straight. Let's take a little bit more off, Lisa. I think it could be me. I've made a dodgy card base, knowing me, because again, I'm not much of a measurer. Let's bring that in. Bring a little bit further down here. See what I mean? I don't know. Do you guys have this when you like? See what I mean? I can't do it like that. I need a... That's better. Do you guys, when you craft, do you find that you get something and when you can't get it straight, the more you cut it, the worse it gets, and you end up with a smaller and smaller card, like I'm doing. Please tell me it's not just me. Although I think it could well be, because I do have squiffy eyes, as you all know. Now, I think that's my card base, isn't it? Yes, it is. So it's going to be a top folding card like that. Look at that. Isn't that cool already? Love it, love it, love it. So now we need to get a sentiment, and we've got to decide, are we going to put a sentiment up here, or are we going to pop a sentiment straight through the middle of this? So I'm going to bring in the sentiments and have a look. Now, I quite like Fabulous Friend. But if I put it up here, oh, what are we going to do? Right, next comment. Do we want the sentiment at the top? Do we want the hugs and kisses at the top? Or do we want Fabulous Friend across here? Let's have a look. Let's take these off and see what we can do. Top. Yep, 3 at the top. 3 at the top. We're going to go at the top then. So we'll have hugs and kisses at the top. And across. Oh, goodness me. See, the thing is, I'm a bit of a cross girl. And I feel like I'm not listening to you if I don't put it at the top now. Oh. Let me just try something. Let me go. Do you know what? I'm going to be a rebel. I'm going to be a rebel, ladies and gents. I'm going to be a right rebel. And you're going to tell me what you think, and I'm not going to listen to you, am I? I'm going to go in a completely different place. So I'm going to go down there. I like it there. I'm so naughty. Right. So we're going to use my ink pad, the ink pads that are coming out, the Dual ink pads. They got like a similar, kind of similar shape to a VersaFine, but it's not nothing like a VersaFine. It's a hybrid ink pad, so it's got a foam. It's got a foam base, so it's a bit more squodgy. It's a bit more inky, and what it will do is you will be able to colour with your watercolours, with your alcohol markers, without fear. Okay, it will work. But they do blend, but they're not, they blend with each other. They're not like designed as a blending ink. Okay, we're getting on to those. We're just working our way through everything. Now, before I do that, I've just found something else. Or I'm going to confuse you all now. So, or do we do this? Or do we do this? Because we've got my sentiments as well. Oh, let me just try. It might be too big. Might be too big. You can tell me. Oh, see, now I think this could be quite nice. Not yet, Karen, because I need to see how the inks do. But it is something I'm already considering. Oh, let me get my pokey tool and just shift it across a bit. You prefer the stamp? Don't cover the flower. Oh no! Can you see how different people's opinions are on things? As in, even with craft. But I like the sentiment, so don't you? I won't do the sentiment here. I promise. But I have to tell you, when you put black behind that, you're going to go, you know what? That's going to be really cute. Let me just hold it and show you. I won't do it, I promise. But if you put black card behind that, oh, I'm going to lift it. It will all, see what I mean? It works when you've got the black card. Don't cover the flower and don't leave a gap at the top. Prefer the stamp. Right, you can cover, but use the stamp. All right, okay. All right, let's compromise then. I'm going to cover the flower, but I'll use the stamp. Right, I've now got to work out. I've got to now put my sentiment back in right place, haven't I? I did lined up beautifully then. Where was it? No, it certainly wasn't there. Let's take it off and realign it here. So let's pop it there. You're all probably going, boo, don't do it, don't do it. But you can look at it and go, I like the card. I wouldn't have done that though. And then when you do yours, you can not put yours there. You can put yours at the top and then show me and go, I told you so. Because I'll probably go, I shouldn't have done that. So let's put some ink on there. Let's put that down. It's textured cardstock, so I might need to do twice. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, I need to just do twice because of the texture. I didn't want to press too hard. Let's do that. There we go. Lift that up. There we are. Ah, Lisa. I'm trying to be really careful. There we are. See, that is quite nice actually across there. But I'll tell you the reason that I wanted to do that is because we have some little embellishments come in. Only they're not expensive or anything. They're really diddy. They're 3mm. The cutest little gems. Okay, and we've got them in different colours. So what we'll do in a second, we'll have a look at them in a minute. But let me get this onto a card. Now, what I'm going to do is bring in a piece of. What we'll do is let us take out our silicone mat. Put the Ultimate away because we don't need that now. but if I leave you on black surface, you won't see anything. All right, so we'll turn it over so we've got completely white. All right, makes that a lot easier. Get rid of all them bits. That's really annoying. Really annoying. And here's our card base. And here is our image. I like that. How simple is that? That is so simple. So simple. Right, so we'll put our little gems on afterwards. I'm going to use my glue. Have any of you got the glue yet? And have any of you, if you've got it, have you used it and do you like it? I love my glue. Tiniest amount of my glue. Do not over egg the pudding. You really, really see how much I'm barely putting any on. You don't need much at all. It's such lovely glue. And it's going to last you for ages. Okay. Put my lid on there, get that out of the way. And you might see my head in a minute. Apologies if you do. I will try not to be too over the top. Now that, so you've got the tiniest wiggle room, but now I'm down. Now I'm down. Okay. I'll leave that like so. And now we are going to bring in some of these little gems. Now what you're going to get when I bring these to telly, they're not, I've only just opened the boxes and that, so that they're not available yet. They're pastel and they're clear, and they're you know when we sold the rose gold pokey tool before and we did the big glass gems, these are the same, but they're tiny and they're 3mm and they're adhesive backed. So I thought we could add in some green ones because it would tie in with the green there. And we're just going to add 3 of them on. And I'm going to use my pokey tool. Oh, wrong end. We don't want that bit. Use the pokey end. And we will literally pop the green ones off. I actually might even need to use my fingers. I've got telly nails on, haven't I? Telly nails. Bane of my life they are. We've got 1. And then we'll put a random one there. You'll see they're greener when they go down. Second one. I'll put one up there randomly. And then we'll pop a third one. Oh, do I want it there? Or do I want it down here? You know when you're trying to balance it. I'm gonna balance it there. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do now. Because you've got the clear ones as well, you could put some almost like water droplets on here. So again, I'm going to pop that like so, and I'm going to twist that around. I'm going to turn the camera again so I can show you now. Cutest little card, cutest ever. Little black card. Perfect. So you haven't got to start. You haven't got to use everything. Sorry, I'm going to turn you around just a little bit. You haven't got to use tons of stuff to make a cool card. Now these you can you can batch make, but I think they're gorgeous, and I love the 10th fold style. Now, while I've got you, just for a couple more minutes, the other thing I was going to show you was the older die I've got. I was going to try and get to use the congratulations, but I don't think I will. We might do that next week. I was going to show you this one. So this is the Essential Bubble Wrap. And I've started this already. And you get 2 dies, like so. Okay, so cut the outside edge. But I didn't use the outside edge. I just cut the inner piece. And what that will do is cut into your card. So I use black card, so it's cut straight into my card. Okay, and again I've just used a 10th fold card, which I adore. Now I'm going to turn you around again. So what we can now do, I love this, so you could use that as a stencil in itself, couldn't you? Or we can just grab some ink. So this is really quick. This is more techniquey, really. More techniquey. So we can grab another piece of card. Where's my white piece of card I was using? Oh, I'm not very organised, am I? I'll pick up another piece. grab another piece. Well, grab a few pieces. And what we can do now is I'm going to have to do a bit more trimming again, which I don't like doing. So we'll trim. So I know that is the size of my card there. So we'll trim about there and about there. So I know I need to cut that down. What do I do with my trimmer now, girls and boys? There it is. Here it is. Let me just trim that down and we will do the quickest card on the planet. I don't think I bought my sentiments in. You know, like my, you know, the stick, they're almost like, what do I want to call them? They're almost like ticker tape sentiments. I've had them forever. I think they've probably been out a couple of years now, but I had some of them somewhere and I put them, of course, somewhere incredibly safe. Oh, only me, you know, only me. So we need that. And then all we're going to do with this bubble wrap, I adore, it's probably my favourite stamp, dies actually, that I don't use enough. I really don't use it enough. So now we're going to use our mat again. We're going to, let's turn it over this way so you kind of get a bit of a contrast. And we will bring in back into those colours again. Back into those colours. So we're going to come in with the yellow first of all. You're going to think, what is she doing? I'm going to be quite heavy with our colours now. So I'm using my Wonder Brushes. I don't know if I've got any in stock at the minute. If not, I will be placing a big reorder for stuff. But I was saying to someone earlier, I haven't, because I'm still trying to watch the pennies because of the money that we lost. So I'm trying to bring things back, but it's just taking a little bit longer. So if you can bear with, I will promise you things will start to reappear, but slowly but surely. Then let's go pink. So we don't even need the green. We just need these three. Okay, so come back in with a pink, my favourite pink, and we're going to go just randomly. So it's going to kind of turn that pink orange, and you're looking and thinking, again, she's making a mess. What's she doing? What is she doing? I kind of know what I'm doing. Yeah, I do know what I'm doing, honestly. So you're going to try and cover quite a bit of the white area. Don't stress it though. Really don't stress it. And then we're going to come in with the blue. Now we know that is a very heavy blue, so I'm going to bring an extra piece of card and I'm going to knock off a lot of the blue. Then we're going to come in the middle. I'm going to use that blue just randomly. And I'm not blending. I'm not even trying to blend these. You don't need to. You just don't need to. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. Down there, and a little bit out there. Look at that. Look at that mess. Look at that complete mess. And this is what I mean. Do you know what? Crafting doesn't have to be perfect, ever. Now, simple. All you're going to do is you're going to bring, and do you know what's nice? Black card. Making a black card. Make a navy card. Make another colour card. Don't always have to be white. Now we're going to take this and we're going to pop that inside. There is your card. So I'm going to glue that down with my glue. Look at that background. Isn't that just stunning? I just adore this. Okay. So this is one of those that you probably got this die in your stash already. And then you think, well, when will I use that? How do I use that? So this is going to be a really, really easy way of using this. Honestly, it's just such a lovely die, and it's one of them that I don't get out often enough. And what I'm going to do before that dries, I'm just going to hit a couple of these areas, the larger areas, so it holds down the die. Okay, hope you can just see that. A little bit of glue, just a little bit random, just around here, around there. I didn't put my lid on properly, but it seems to be okay. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to pop that inside, in the middle, Okay, you could put another piece of black on the back if you wanted to, just to hide everything. So there. I was going to try and find sentiment to go on it, but I don't know what I've done with them, and I can see time really is getting on now for you. So I'm going to turn that over, and you'll see now. Look at that. So that now, to me, is a great card base, and I really am annoyed that I can't find my stickers. If you bear with me a second, I'm going to just try and find them. I think they might be on my shelf here. Yep, they are. I've got, oh, Lisa, you're a genius. Well, you're not, that you're stupid because you didn't have it to hand. So, any of you who haven't seen my stickers, these are, we're going to try and bring you some of these I think are coming out in washi as well, but they're equally as good like this. So these are our sentiment stickers. They should be on the website, Deborah. If they're not, I have them, so that's brilliant. And there's loads of things on here, absolutely loads of things. So you've got you probably can't read a lot of this. If I say to you, you've got things like, here we are, turn it up to this one. Sending you happy smiles, just wanted to say, I'll Zoom you later, live life in the moment, sending paper hugs from our home to yours. There's beauty in simplicity, just wanted to say, stay positive, look on the bright side. And these are all pre-cut. So I've now got to decide, do I want black on white or white on black? And I know what I'm trying to do, and I'm going to go with popping by, no, sending paper hugs. So what we're going to do, let me just decide. No, yeah, I'm going to do this. So we're going to take a piece of white card, and we're going to peel one of these off, which is sending you paper hugs. These are great, really great sentiments. And let me, can I fit that way? It's a bit chewed up there, isn't it? No, that's fine. And then we can pop our sentiment, because they're like, sorry, I just can't talk for just 1 second. Let me just line that up, or I'll have the hump if it goes wonky. They're really sticky on my finger. Get off their finger. Like so. Sending paper hugs. They're almost like a vinyl, but they're not. They're lovely. I think most of you have seen these. I've taken them to TV quite often. So just snip. I'm going to use a pair of scissors tonight. You can use your trimmers. So just stick them on. This saves any stamping, any other things that are time consuming. And then we've got sending paper hugs, and then we can bring that back over here. Oh, don't like that, it's wonky. This is what happens now, and this is what that thing happened, you know, when I said that it gets smaller and smaller. No, I think that's better. So sending paper hugs, just like so. Let's get some glue on the back here. There we go. That's a bit overkill on the glue, but I'm going to pop that just like so. If I was in the shop, I probably would have used 3D foam on the back there, but we're going to manage like that. So let me just turn that around for you. Let's change camera angle again. And there we go. So sending paper hugs, aren't they cute? They're quite old, the stickers now. They've been out a while, but they are really, really useful. So that's what I mean. So I've been going back and showing you some of the older products as well as the newer products. So tonight, sorry, did I lose you there for a second? I think my internet dropped. Yeah, my internet's dropped. So I'm going to keep it short and just say thank you very much for tuning in. thank you for taking the time for listening to all my chat at the beginning. Hope you liked, hope you shared, hope you liked the demos. Back on TV 7th and 8th of April. Thank you for your continued support. It absolutely means the world. And thank you for doing some nominations for me, because I never win anything, me. So it would be really interesting to see, if how many people are enjoying the products. I've had a really good night. Sorry, I've taken a bit too much time tonight. It's 8:15, isn't it? Apologies. But it will be short and sweet next week. Oh, would I consider a Lisa Horton tote bag? Let me take just a couple of minutes before I go. I was going to say goodbye, couple of minutes. I was going to go quickly because I saw my internet had dipped there for a second, but it looks like you're back. I would consider a tote bag, definitely. Night. Excellent. Carla! I miss you. I don't see you very much anymore. I love you. Carla Bagshaw is a legend as well. Now, she's someone you need to follow as well. She is a phenomenal artist. She's a legend. But thank you. So go and use your bubble wrap. Go and use your stickers. Go and use some of those dies that you got in the cupboard that will work as stencils. Clean and simple. Keep it crisp. Keep it very, very plain, and sometimes less is more. So thank you very much once again. I will reveal the winner next week of this week's giveaway, and we'll have more demos and more chat next week. So thank you so much, everybody. And I might be live on Wednesday. I'm not sure yet. If I can get to you Wednesday, I might do a demo night Wednesday as well, but I will keep in touch with you all. See you all very soon. Take care. Bye.